going with it anyway.
All right, let's get a message to Joe's house. I respect what he's done. The new overthrows the old. It's natural.
How can you do business with this guy?
I'm a businessman. First, foremost, I want no further conflict with him.
You tell him from me that he can live or he can die.
Vincent, will you shut up? That's it. Joey's awesome. We can't be doing this alone. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Okay, how's everybody doing? I see R3 Wired, or is it Rewired? I don't know how you want to pronounce that in chat. And Crypto General, how you doing, guys? It is Tuesday, October 19th, 2:27 p.m. on the Eastern Coast, almost 2:30. Everybody should be in a good mood, right? Bitcoin's at like 63,000. Yeah, and climbing. So yeah, that little edit I did earlier today is just all in fun. You know, sometimes humor lightens the mood of stuff. I thought it was pretty funny though. I'm getting an error message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Can somebody in chat tell me if I'm buffering? Just write something in the chat. Is the stream smooth? Anybody? Anybody there? Come on, type something. Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna restart the stream if I don't hear anything. It's a bit blurry. Okay, I'm gonna do the intro one more time, probably without the 1 minute intro. Yeah, voice coming through though. Okay, it's good for me. Okay, is the video blurry though? It says something. We've got a wise guy. As I said, say something. Okay. Well, I'll keep going. You know, if it's terrible, I could redo it. Sounds all right. The video kind of pausing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna redo it one more time, and I'll just like turn off my VPN or something. So, well, Cockatail says it looks fine to me. Okay, for me it's in HD. Okay, I'll keep going. So, as far as I'm concerned, the technical analysis and what the charts are doing is basically what I've been saying for weeks, if not months now. You know, for a million token, you know, we hit this golden pocket, and usually that's a good time to buy. We dipped a little bit below it. You had plenty of times to buy in there if you're dollar cost averaging. And if you're like me and you were accumulating in these lower areas, I'm just waiting for lower buys. You know, I don't want to buy higher than my previous buy. But if you happen to get down to these 0.786 levels, you know, at $14, you know, that would be a good time to dollar cost average some more if you already bought in the golden pocket. I still think there's a possibility that we could go back in these lower levels just one more time. And, but you know, that might not happen. You know, I don't know. If you look at the altcoins, they're taking a beating, right? Compared to Bitcoin. Let me just get rid of all the lines. And it looks like we're coming back down to these lower levels here. That I've been saying this for like the past 2 or 3 days. So it's happening. And same with Ethereum, right? I said, I don't want to buy up here. I'll wait for it to come down, hopefully, and buy some more Ethereum. So, I mean, I sound like a broken record at this point. So the technical analysis on the 4-hour chart, you know, looks a little choppy, but when you put it on the day chart, you know, it looks worse. You got a wick that goes right down. We hit, looks like we got resistance on the 50-day moving average on the daily, and we're kind of wedged between that and the 21-day moving average. So 3 days in a row down, but you know, we had this giant move up. So, I mean, it's to be expected. and we just had one wick down in the golden pocket area. So if let Bitcoin run to 65,000 or whatever, like I've been saying for months, right? And if it goes sideways, then the alts will have their day, their run. And if Bitcoin goes to 70,000, and let it just run until it plateaus and goes sideways. Because once we break 65,000, if we go to 70 quickly, it's going to run out of gas eventually. I don't know when, but I'm thinking, from the altcoins, we're getting to these low levels here, and it matches over here too. So I mean, they could still bleed a little more, and if that happens, then alts in general might take a hit, or may not just go up as quickly as Bitcoin. So not so much technical analysis. I've been coming over the past weeks talking more about news also, because I don't need to talk about the technical analysis every day, because if you're a hodler, you're just buying the dips and holding, and you would have been saving a lot of money if right, if you're not buying every day or every time the price pumps and you just wait, you get more chances down here to buy. So I'm hoping we'll get the same chance again. But I'd be happy to be wrong. If the price just goes up and never comes back down to $14 or lower, I'll just hodl it out, and my work is done. But you guys, I feel like I get sucked in. That video is all in good humor, with the posts of the names. I don't even know who Vanessa is. That's the only girl I know, and I see that she's running for marketing leader in the Lion Gov. So I just threw her name up. Don't know who you are, but it's all fun. And I've got some direct messages from people that thank me for my objective, unbiased information, or something in Discord with something along the lines. I'm like the only level-headed guy, or I'm paraphrasing. I don't know, but I guess some people see me as a somewhat, I don't try to pick sides, but I kind of just tell it as it is, and I try to avoid the drama, but sometimes I get sucked in, just like that guy in The Godfather. I've been thinking about that for a while. I mean, I'm dying to do that edit for a while, and I don't have a lot of editing skills, but I cranked that out pretty quickly. Let me see what I have on my notes here for the news. Most of the stuff that Carl covers on the Lion Run, right? So he had he kind of gave a preview of the new Safari NFTs coming out, and this is one of them, one of the low end NFTs. So, but he talked a lot about some other stuff about the Simba stake launch and the people behind it, and I don't need to go into it. He goes into it, and he talked about a lot of stuff too. Like in order to get these, you go to LionGov, and I think on Friday you hit stake on your address and you start earning what's called bones. It just gives you better chances of getting a rare NFT. And it's the good thing I didn't realize about this was, it starts from Friday, earning your bones or credits for a rare NFT, as opposed to going all the way back to July 1st, like the voting system is. So I thought that was pretty smart. So if it's like me, I'm a whale when it comes to points, or anybody that has a lot of million token that's been in the early on investor has good voting weight. But when it comes to NFTs, not so much, because the starting date is Friday. October 22nd, I think. So there's a lot of information here, almost like 2 hours worth of Carl talking. And, I like the fact that he gives free NFTs to million token holders, as opposed to having to buy NFTs. And man, there's just so much stuff to go over today. So let's go over to the proposals. So we click proposals, and most of these were just test proposals, fun. Like, this is 37 Prime, a legit project, and that was basically me and Carl just having some fun going back and forth. It was just a vote of the whales, just fun stuff, and it just get people involved on not being afraid to hook up your wallet and just sign votes. It has nothing to do with touching your crypto. I mean, we both have 1% of the supply, and we both know that there's no way that our funds can be touched. And New Million Marketing Group, VC. Oh, that was the old one. And then this tech lead Satoshi Nakamoto. Nothing serious. Then they've got some somewhat serious ones. Should tech lead increase locked liquidity to 2 million? I didn't vote on it, but I would say no. He didn't even need to back it by a dollar, in my opinion. Just like Bitcoin's not backed by anything, it's just backed by the community. So, if you say 2 million and it gets a vote yes, I mean, you're not going to force the guy to put $2 million. And where do you draw the line? Are you going to ask for $3, $4, $5 million in the future? Come on, guys. And Simba Stick a scam. Well, that's everybody's opinion. This one I kind of caught my eye. Should Vanessa be the new marketing lead for Million Community? I don't know who Vanessa is. I looked for her post in Discord. I think she runs the Million Token Instagram page, but I don't know anything. But at least this sounds like a pretty serious proposal. Probably one of the more serious ones we've had. So I think Carlos, I think, stepped down as lead line because now we have a decentralized Discord. We have the Million Token Council and then sub Discords below it. And I think Carlos stepped down, if that's correct. And so, yeah, it's almost 50-50. Right now it's on no. And just looking by my eye, I mean, if she gets 10% more votes, she could pull it off. This vote ends 10:25 at 11 p.m. So I think Carl likes to have the votes end during his live stream so he can cover it. And I think that's good. So, it wouldn't take much to swing this the other way, even though the votes say 1.5 million to 2 million. I mean, you got to look at the percentages. Don't let the numbers scare you. So, Carl and I were battling it out a week ago with votes, and we just had fun with it. And it's good practice because he was campaigning for votes for him, and I was just, campaign. We were both campaigning on Twitter, so we got a lot of laughs out of it. So, but it was a learning experience too. So Vanessa, go ahead and rally your troops, see if you can pull one off. And Carl is going to rally his troops, I'm sure. But it looks like there's a lot of votes here too. It'd be nice if we had a percentages, like what percentage is red and what percentage is blue. I could figure it out with the numbers and the total votes, but it'd just be nice if it somehow said that, and then how many people voted. I think the previous vote that had a lot of votes was something like 64 votes, and I think this one might have more than that. I'm not sure, but yeah, Vanessa was winning, and then Carl pulled ahead here. So it's going to be a good one to watch. And then let's see what else is. Should Puma eat his foot? Yeah, I saw that he said he was going to eat his foot if there was a problem with the code. So again, that's another funny one. And it says, everybody voted yes. Of course, we want to see him eat his foot. And should community pursue legal action against Timon and Pumbaa? So, I mean, yeah, it's getting into, I guess we could talk a little bit about that. I talked about my views on Simba yesterday, and I just don't understand why they want people to stake their own Million Token. If you could use the blockchain every day, have a program, see how many Million Token you have on your blockchain. If you haven't moved it, then just airdrop them some Simba tokens once a day or once a week or once a month. Make them not sell. I mean, that's the idea, right? If you want them to move their Million Token to stake, I'm assuming you don't want them to sell, but you could just do it that way. So if they transfer or sell their Million Token, then they're not going to get the Simba airdrop that day or that week or that month. Yeah, and you could vary the times so they can't time the deposits or when they do the snapshot. You're asking for so much trouble if you ask investors of Million Token to transfer their Million Token out of their wallets where they own their private keys. I mean, this is the number one Bitcoin rule, not your keys, not your coins, right? When Mt. Gox got hacked and everybody lost their Bitcoin when it was, very inexpensive, but people had massive numbers of them because they were inexpensive. There's no recourse. They didn't get their Bitcoin. And if they get any back today from that settlement, it's going to be the cash value of what it was way back when. The lawyers get it all up. As far as I know, last I read was the Million Token is safe. and there's steps you could do to retrieve it. And I'd like to know if everybody got their million token, and I don't understand why the owner of that wallet that has all the million token that was collected, they saw where the million token came from just on the blockchain, right? Can't they just send them back manually their million token back to that same address? Why does the investors have to go through some steps to recuperate it? I'm not a coder, so maybe there's a complicated answer in that. But the fact is, if there was an exploit where a hacker could get that million token and transfer it to their own wallet, then all the investors are out of luck. There's no way you can give them back the million token if somebody just pulls it out of the contract or something. The best you could do is give them the cash value of million token, and you're not going to get that right away. And suppose million token goes up again, 100% in 24 hours. They're going to want the cash value of when they get it. And then even if you were able to give all that cash value out, everybody's going to have to buy a million token to get it, what they had. And that's going to just shoot up the price, and it's not going to be fair, So not your keys, not your coins. You could airdrop Simba cheap on Polygon Network. You don't have to pay the high gas fees. Yeah, you're just asking way too much for people to ask people to deposit their own million token, and the commission fee was ridiculous. It should be zero. You should even ask people to have them move their million token out of their wallets into somebody else's. The risk is too high. God forbid, the million token didn't get taken along with the Simba token. So those are my thoughts on that. And I could probably keep talking about this. If they're going to redo this, if they're going to try this again, they should make some changes now that people are aware of the commission fee and the risk of losing their million token. Let's see now. Oh yeah, let's see now. Lots of stuff. Let me go to my Twitter page. So, Avalanche, million tokens on Avalanche, right? And I said this 2 days ago, right here on October 17th. I think he announced it actually yesterday when I was sleeping, but that's big news. I think even though million token is on a lot of blockchains now, right? Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Tomo Chain, Luma, I don't know, a bunch of others, right? Kusama, right? Even though the liquidity is not there, I like the fact that we're like decentralized enough to be on other blockchains. So if this bull run ever really takes off, and certain communities are already on certain blockchains, and if there's a demand for a million token, they're and they see that's already on their favorite blockchain, whether it's Kusama or Avalanche, I think it could really launch million token to like the stratosphere, especially if there's like hardly any liquidity on those blockchains as it is. Just like, well, they're going to probably try to get it on the smart ones. Will get it on Uniswap, but that's where the liquidity is. But there's not a lot of smart people out there. I saw this on Sven posted this in his own way, but I noticed that something about the banks might have a threshold of $10,000. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about this, but man, if this world's going to the crapper. Let's see what else. I can't remember everything. So yeah, I saw Bitcoin hit 63,000. I think I was probably the first to post this because I got an alert on my phone. But it's 63,000 now. 63,500 actually. Grayscale is is filing to return the GBT fund into the world's biggest Bitcoin ETF. Yeah. It needs to be the first because it was the first big Bitcoin fund there was. It's been out for years. That's where I put my, IRA money or 401k money, and it grows tax free. Well, if it was a Roth 401k or a Roth IRA, you could roll it over and it will grow tax free if it's a Roth. If it's a traditional or a regular 401k or 403b, when you cash out, that would get taxed as ordinary income, and then you could convert it, and that's a whole nother kind of worms. But I was trained as a financial advisor and stuff. What else we got? Oh yeah, in other countries, Bitcoin is already at all-time highs. This is just one from Turkey, but I know in other countries it's at all-time highs. And I'm drinking my Bebo's coffee, so I just snuck in an ad there. There's the news about the Avalanche, and yeah, I think that was all the news I saw on Twitter. There was something here about somebody had posted a comment on my. I guess I can close that out. On my one of my last videos, he says I bought an NFT with Simba Coin, one of 6 people, I think, and I'm just, we have 2 communities. The Million Foundation, right, is the main one, and then the Lion Run is, I would think, the second major one, if not the major one. Well, they don't have the number of users because they're newer. But the people in the Million Foundation, when they get an NFT, they got to buy it, okay? And when they buy like a Vesper NFT, there's one of like 100 or 200 in the collection, but they're all the same, So and they're like $100 or I don't know what it is. I wanted one, but the whole story of you had to have 1,000 million tokens in after a certain date, and I got most of mine before that date, so I wasn't eligible. I'm like, I'm not going to pay $100 for NFT. I mean, Vesper, your artwork's great, and NFTs are very high tech, and your artwork and it's very futuristic and high tech, and I like it. But when you get a Vesper NFT, there's 199 other people that have the same one. Where on Lion Run, each NFT is unique. It's a one of a kind, one of 888 in this first batch, and the second batch is going to be rare. It's going to be like 777, and they're all unique. And another thing I was thinking of, like the Vesper NFTs, they're plastered with his name and Million Token, right? So the demand for his NFTs from the Million Token community is limited to the Million Token community. Okay. The NFTs that Carl has acquired through the artist Shadow's Finger and future artists, we're not putting that Million logo on it. We're not plastering the artist name. That whole NFT collection could appeal to the whole world. Everybody in the world. They don't even need to know it's affiliated with Million Token. However, if they want it, they have to at least own 1 million token. Oh no, they could buy it. That's right. If you want it for free, though, you have to have at least 1 million token. The people that got an airdrop for free, if we could sell it to those people, or they can buy Million Token to get the next free airdrop, which may come out, I don't know, maybe once a month. I don't know what Carl has in mind, but they seem to be coming out fast because he's already showing, what the future next batch Safari NFTs are. And I just got my airdrop of NFTs like a week ago. So, they're moving fast. So, I think there's a difference between the NFTs. If I'm not going to say which one's better. I'm just pointing out the obvious. The markup or the potential investment on the unique one of a kind NFTs that are not limited just to Million Token is, I think, has more potential. And everybody is welcome to join Lion Run, and everybody is welcome to join the Million Foundation. I'm not picking favorites. I'm just pointing out the differences and things that you might want to consider. I got a few NFTs and I didn't have to pay anything. When you vote on the Lion Gov system, you don't have to pay anything. And it's just, I think, a far superior system. I think I also was thinking about the Simba staking. I don't like the idea that 30% of the tokens of Simba go to non-stakers. So if those all have voting rights, I don't even want to buy Simba token anymore unless it was all open source. I don't think I ever will, because even if they say, oh, those 30% aren't going to be for voting, well, they could just transfer it to another wallet and then they could vote from there if they own Simba token. Like 30% just given to non-stakeholders is a big chunk of the vote. They're going to win any proposal that's put forth. I think the fair way is, just use something like the Lion Gov system or tweak it however, and people that own Million Token get Simba airdropped. And then, because I think it's only the Million Token holders that should have a say in any of the voting processes, not people that just get free voting rights because they get 30% We don't have a system like that in the LionGov IO. If you hold it for more time, you have more voting rights. So that already gives it a million token use case. You buy it and you hold it. And the other use case is, well, you get free NFTs. I mean, those are two big use cases. So let's see what else I have in my notes here. And I think that's about it, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Let me go to chat and see what's going on there. Let's see now. Yeah, it was too bad the beginning kind of crapped out. I see that my connection now is excellent. I hope that intro came out good. And let's see now. I'll try to upload that video on Twitter if I'm allowed, if I could do that. Let's see, any questions in the chat? I would say keep going. Nope. No tech lead video. Oh, new tech lead video. There is. Okay. Show new tech lead video on stream so I can watch it. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I didn't know he put out a thing. Let's see now. Million token, YouTube tech lead. Videos. 12 minutes ago. Why I left my parents as a millionaire. Okay, it doesn't look like it's focused on crypto. Let's see, it's 12. Let's see how long it is. I'm not gonna play it, you know, for obvious reasons. I don't want to steal his content. It's 9 minutes long. But thank you for that update. He just uploaded it 12 minutes ago. So after you watch my stream and give me a like and subscribe and comment down below, you can watch his his video. And what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, this is not financial advice. My disclaimer was up. I didn't say it. So I'm not your financial advisor. Everything I say is only to be used as entertainment and to your own research, obviously, right? Okay. I think everybody's happy, right? We're at 63,400. We had a high of 63,644 in Bitcoin, and million token is, I would say the low was probably around $12, just above it, $12.30, and we are right now at 24%, 25% above the low price at $15.36. So you can't be too bad about you can't be too mad about that. You know, we're up 25% from the lows, even though it was choppy. You know, I hope we never see these lows again, but you know, I've got a big bag, you know, of limit orders down here. If you guys want to hold the line, I'd say $12. Throw everything you got at $12 because that's where I'm prepared to go. I bought at 14, so I don't need to buy above it. Okay, I think that's it, guys. It was great having you here. I hope you had fun with the intro, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.